Hey there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford, and pretty much every day I go to CSSBattle.dev, record the daily target, and put it up on YouTube. Here we go. What do we got? What do we got? So we have some circles. We have two big circles, parts of them, and then we have these smaller circles. So today I think I'm going to use a paragraph, single element, the paragraph tag in this case to do this. So on the background, I think that what I want is to do the small circles on the background of the body and then the large radius circles on the P element. So I'm just going to put that red right on this and then use margins 3, 4, and then can I just do 40? Actually, 40, just 40 probably will do it. And then I want to change the height, 200, 10, 20. And I think that's even. We're going to find out if that's actually a good idea. So let's do our radial gradient, which is going to be transparent in the middle. And I use black. I need an extra 0 for transparent, and then red, and then transparent. And I need the keyword circle. In this case, this rectangle is not a square, so I need to put some value there. I'm going to do 1Q, but the keyword circle would also do what I want. Let's do 40 pixels radius, and then 0, 60, maybe 80 pixels, and then 0. Okay. I got 2 commas, so I get nothing. There we go. Okay, so I need a bigger circle. Maybe it's 80. What, 20? Might be in the zone. Then let's move that. We're going to say 0 and then minus 200 pixels to minus 100. There we go. So this is kind of the zone that we're talking about. Now, can we get it right? If I can center that, there we go. All right, so minus 110 does it. I think we're light. No, we're light 2, 3. Boom. Beautiful. That's exactly what we want. And now we want a radial gradient on the body. Again, we need our 1Q because this element is the body element is not a pure square. So for this, I need the inner color is that, and I guess so 80 to 130 is what? That's 50. So I need a 25 pixel radius circle, and then I need this off-white color, which is what? FEF6E2. And right now we can't see anything. Why? Well, I'll show you why. Because that paragraph tag is there. So that's my circle. I need to put it in the right place. So how do I do that? I need 2 of them. So I need what? 50% width, and I need at least some minimal background position. We'll do 0. And there it is. So I need to vertically move that in some manner. I could make the actually, I think I could make the background taller. So if I do that, that might center them. 4, 5, 6. No, I can't. Why can't I do that? Oh, because I don't have a background position. That's why. 8. Yeah, that's not doing what I expect, is it? Why? I got to think about that. So my thought was, if the background is taller, if the background size, the vertical size, so background size y is taller, then that centered circle will be lower on this screen, and that's not the case. So I'm going to abandon that. I got to think through that math a little bit more because clearly it's not working. And then I'm just going to use some positioning 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100, 110. That's kind of in the ballpark. I'm going to put back that paragraph element. So that's what I've got now. So I have to make adjustments. I think so. I'm gonna change from 50% to 200 pixels, which is really kind of very similar thing. They need to be slightly further apart, which means that width needs to be slightly more. How about 210? And there it is. So this is the point at which the error for both is the same. And so I need to add a horizontal offset minus 10 pixels. I think will do it. Oh, so close. Oh, you know what I think? I think that's an error. I think that's an error in the puzzle. Let's undo that. It's oh no. So in this case, what do we have here? So I'm gonna do the minus 10 and I'm gonna submit it. I think the puzzle is slightly asymmetric, which would account for this. I mean, that's clearly what that's showing is that we have two. So I got a 99.9% match. So I don't have pure 100% match. In this case, so because this is not a repeating pattern, there's a slight vertical offset one way or the other. So if I do 2, 110, so I have 110 as the vertical. How about 109? How about 108? Yeah, okay, so at 108, it matches on the other side. And so if I submit that, that's also going to be 99.9% match. So we have two circles that are slightly different in terms of orientation. So we got a 110 and a 108. So we've got this common thing, plunk. I'm going to put that into a variable because I'm going to use it twice. Call it G, so dash dash G for a custom property. I'm going to do var dash dash G. And I think we know, and this one's 110. Oh, and further, because this background is that one is superseding the other. So this has to be transparent. There it is. And that means I need to put this as a background color. So the last color designation of the background property. So I'm going to, that adjusts everything here. Okay, so I'm going to change, I'm going to not have a background size and just do position. So now I've got that. So one of these has to go horizontal. So how about no, 100, 110, 100, 105. There's 105, 110, and then this will be probably minus 105 and then 108. There it is. So very specific. Let's submit that and make sure that we're at 100% match. Kind of an interesting one. For sure. A very interesting puzzle. A slight asymmetry, very much a rarity. Spoiler alert. If you're worried about spoiler alerts, don't watch my videos before you do the puzzles. I mean, I am not a big fan of the idea of spoiler alert. It's not my responsibility for you to worry too much about what you are going to see. I have no idea what you care about. I would say that don't watch the movie review or don't watch the trailer or don't watch my video for the CSS battle if you're concerned about finding something out beforehand. So that ain't my job. Unit replace, final submission. And I think this is going to be I like this puzzle. I like that puzzle a lot. And we're in the 653 range. What are the ways to optimize this guy? I don't know. I guess it would be you could do it as 4 radial gradients that are specifically sized. So what would that look like? So we already know what it is on the body. What if you did it without the paragraph element? So I'm going to undo some of this. I'm going to say no paragraph element is allowed. Boom. And I'm going to remove all that code. Well, I guess I'm probably going to use that same thing, aren't I? Or a very similar thing. So I'm going to use that twice as well. So let's steal that. So that G, we'll call this next one A, just because it comes afterwards in the English alphabet. Plonk, plonk. Oh, and I probably can't do that, can I? Oh, maybe no, I don't think I can. I think that I want that to be because I'm in an, so, okay, so just too many steps. This one is, so there's my circle. And I want that to be what? At, so I'll do the top part first. At percent 0. And then I need to push it down 0, 100 pixels. How about 2, 30, 40? Perfect. I'm going to copy and paste this again. This one is slightly different because this one is going to be at 50%, 100% because it's the top part. And instead of transparent, it's the off-white that I talked about. And then this one has a negative offset, 0 minus 10 pixels, 20, 30, 40. So that's the other approach. So that's 4 radians. Submit. Let's make sure we're 100% there. And we don't need margins. Nope, we don't need that. And we can collapse that body into an ampersand. That's kind of a nice thing. And remove this paragraph selector all entirely. Let's minify, unit replace, submit. Is this a better score? No. I kind of think it might be. Yeah, no, it's not. It's a little more code because those are a little verbose. Um, could you do it as elements with borders and then you only do parts of the borders? Maybe. I'm gonna not do that. I'll leave that as extra for you. The element-based approach for a shape like this doesn't appeal to me, but it's not impossible to do it that way for sure. I'll stop there. I hope you enjoyed this. Go write some CSS. CSS is so fun. Look at all this you can do. It's tremendous. Um, be good to yourself, be good to each other. Go make a web page. I'll see you again later, just in case. And a reminder, you don't have to like, you don't have to subscribe. That's all fine. Go make web pages though. Just the world needs your web pages and world needs you to express yourself in a time when people are telling you exactly what you need to do, but you get to make your own webpage and you get to express yourself. That's a good way to go. All right, get out of here. Bye.